Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your daily tarot reading for the 15th of November 2019. Alright, so this is the second reading that we're doing for Friday because the first reading turned into a crazy random love career reading that I just did not feel was going to sit right on the 15th of November and be really a daily. So we're going to do a much shorter little daily here. We're going to use what's it called? Why do I always want to call this one something else? My Game of Thrones deck. I don't always want to call it the Gustav Hobbit deck or something. So we're going to use the Hobbit deck here. See, I did it again. We're using the Game of Thrones deck. We're using the Game of Thrones deck here. And maybe the Hobbit deck because apparently I can't stop saying it. So, do check out that random love career reading. That was like crazy, guys. Like that was a reading for the ages, man. Like, I don't know where it came from, but let me know if you resonate with it. Also, all the November readings are up, as well as the Taurus full moon read, where I do a little card pull for each sign. So you can check out, what that Taurus full moon brings in for your sun, moon, rising, and even your Venus sign, okay? Do make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that wiggly bell in the corner to notify you. I have been noticing, and I've even noticed this myself, YouTube has been taking subscribers off. They've done that actually to me with some channels, and I went back and I was like, why am I not subscribed to a channel that I listen to almost every day? So just make sure, guys, if you are subscribed or you thought you were, just make sure you're subscribed. Hit that wiggly bell, just because they're being kind of wonky and weird lately. I don't know what's up with that. So let's see what's going on today here. Your general energy. Let's get right into it. What is the moon doing today? Let me get my moon journal. I believe it's in Gemini. No, it moves from Gemini into Cancer today, actually. I think I talked about it in the other one. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Ooh, okay. We're not doing this today, guys. We're not playing on that other crazy thing, please. Or if you are, let's just keep it lighter. A little bit more succinct. Because that was big. Oof. This is still pretty big, though. We're definitely in our feelings today. 3 out of 4 cards are cups. And the 4th is the star. In our hopes, dreams, emotions. Ooh. How is it all playing out? What's going to be going on today? All right, we'll take it. I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to start talking about it. 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So your general energy today is the 7 of Cups. What comes right after it, though, is that Ace of Cups. So this is quite an interesting little journey here. I really like the combination of the 7 and the Ace of Cups, because in the 7 of Cups you see Bran. I don't want to call him Braun. Anyways, Bran is looking at all these 7 cups here, and they all have different things. There's what is this, what is that, like a cheese? I don't know, there's some weird thing in a cup. I'm gonna say a block of cheese in a cup. I think that they might all supposed to be represent different houses and stuff. This is definitely weird poisony. I can't think of what it's called. Poison stuff that they use, or that the monks, brothers, whatever you want to call them, use in the show and in the I don't know, said in the movies, in the books. But anyways, he's looking at all of these different options, all of these different cups, all of these different things he could be doing here, and this feels mostly like we're in our feelings today. So let's talk about emotions. We're talking about emotions, and really, how do we feel about somebody? Where does our love lie? I'm gonna need a clarifier there, actually. We're gonna clarify with Morgan Greer. Then right after that is the 5 of Cups and the Star. So I do feel that there is a sense of loss and a hope for the future. But we have to choose to do something with our feelings here. There's a 2 of Swords right after that and the King of Cups. King of Cups is emotionally resilient. He's also emotionally mature, stable. He is that scorpionic energy that has been knocking around. And as we have the moon going into Cancer, water signs especially are going to be much more in their emotions, exploring emotions, are their feelings, especially in terms of a decision, hopes for the future. This could be, you know, maybe we've been hoping for a future with somebody, but we're not really sure. We're not really sure where they lie. We might not feel, we might have even been ghosting us, ignoring us. We haven't heard from this person, and we can't really tell what's going on there. Jesus Christ. This is a week for the ages. Oh my gosh. No, you know, no. We're not doing all those. Don't do this to me. We're not playing this game today, guys. We're not playing this game today. Because the weekend reading was insane too. I just did that because I'm going away. Are you serious? And as I say that, I recognize you. Oh, okay. We're just not escaping this tower. We're not escaping the tower. We're not escaping the intense energy no matter how much I try to run from it, try to do different readings for it. It's just not going to be escaped. We can't get away from it. But I mean, there really is no getting away from the tower. There's no getting away from that. It's coming in. You know, in a flash, you know, the road we have traveled it's changing. So let's see what this is all about. Cups, Five of Cups, the Tower, the Star. Ooh. Oh, I have a specific feeling all of a sudden. Two of Swords almost popped out, but we'll see if it comes out again, because I couldn't, for some reason I tried to grab it and it wouldn't come out, so I don't know. This is definitely about a decision or something that we have felt halted in, something that we don't really know what to do with. Like, we can't move forward, we can't really move backwards, but we're wondering where this is all going. Ooh, your desires in this situation, though, are Knight of Rods. You want to communicate. You do want to go for it. You want some type of movement forward, or you want this person to be rolling into you here, you know, on a horse with a bunch of flowers, looking real sexy, saying exactly what you want to hear. And maybe there was a situation. Oh, I'm getting a very specific message. Remember when I would just made that noise after I dropped a couple of cards there? For some of you, yeah, this is like a desire to reconcile with somebody that we once... Let's pull a card on it, see if they can say it maybe a little bit more tactfully than me. No. What's going on here? Sun in this deck is the only sun that I have that involves two people. Oh, sorry, actually, in the Hermetic Tarot, there's two people dancing around, but they're two women. Take that how you will, but it just seems like they're friends dancing under the sunlight. I mean, I'm not gonna be like they're just friends, just girlfriends, because they could be more, who knows. But that all depends on the reading. In this deck, this definitely feels like they're looking into each other's eyes with a lot of passion and love. So there is a relationship aspect here. There was a connection. I want to say it was in the past, and we're kind of mourning over the confusion it left us with. We didn't really get word on what that was, where it was going, what was happening when it happened, and yet for some of you, this has been emotionally disruptive. Maybe the other person saw it mostly, maybe even you were the person that saw it mostly as the sexy fun times, just, you know, one magical night. It could have been that, but sometimes I do see the Tower as that life-changing physical intimacy. And it kind of feels like we're either craving that again, or we're thinking back onto what that brought into our life. Maybe one person thinks it was just a fun night and it was all fun and games, but maybe you're the one who's holding on to the emotions. That could be either way, but someone here is holding deeply onto the emotions of loss and not able to really move past this. And we're not sure what to do with these feelings. We have hope for the future amidst the Five of Cups twice. But really, the ball is in your court about what you need to do here. The decision is yours. We can stay in our head and, you know, not really go forward with what we need to say, what we need to do. or we can kind of examine this further and do what needs to be done here. Communicate our love out of this. Figure out how to do this out of all those 7 cups. You know, where is this really going? What's really happening? Well, stop focusing on what they're doing and how they're feeling. How do you feel? What do you need to say? What needs to be communicated from your end? 2 of Cups comes out. And that is nothing to be sniffed at. That's an equal partnership. That's a fair trade. In terms of feelings, in terms of love. The Empress. And she, oh, I'm done. I'm out. Like, her and the Queen of Wands have been around all, like, for the past, I would say, like, 4 days. Like, it's crazy. And they show up in the weekend read, too. Because I only decided to redo the Friday one after I did that. I was like, you know what? No, that other one was so crazy. It's going to be its own damn thing. We're redoing the daily. And this is what... She comes up again every single deck. So there is a message here. That Taurus full moon brought something out. Check out your readings for that, because that is what this screams to me. But it also brought out a certain confidence, gusto, beauty, peace, tranquility in terms of your feelings, in terms of what you want to manifest, in terms of love, stability, all of that. And for some of you, it brought this Empress woman, this beautiful, passionate woman. I don't know. Again, for some of you, it's like you see somebody and it's like you just can't move past them. They were too, I don't know if it's like you were in bed with them once or something, but you just have not been able to forget this person. They are just, and I've said this in a different reading too. It's just they come into you and they're just like the tower. It's just like all bombs and explosions and fireworks, and you can't ignore that. So that's why you've held on to this hope for so long, but you can't sit like Arya here at the 2 of Swords. It's time to express, and only you can really do that. You got to bring it back. If you want this again, you've got to go and put this out there. I don't feel that this other person is going to be the one to do something about it. And this came up in the other reading, but maybe your efforts are worth their non-effort, are going to be worth their little amount of effort. If you take a big step, maybe their small steps will be just as worth it. Ooh, interesting. Let's pull some Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. Why is this message still a thing here? But this is kind of like you're sifting through and trying to decide why this 5 of Cups is still here. Why are you still looking at these cups? And that's when the realization occurs. You know, really the only way to get over this is to go through it. It's like a very snap, like, I'm going to do that. Children, your love life is being affected by children. I would say get in touch with your inner child and what it longs for, what it craves for. This person, this relationship, this situation seems to bring that out. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I think this whole situation could very much surprise you, especially with that 2 of Cups, the Empress, the Queen of Spears. This is passionate love. This is a deep love between you and this other person, but you have to start moving forward on it. I feel like that just keeps coming out. Whether it's you or the other person, somebody here is taking a step. And I would say, if you're the one longing, it's time for you to take the step forward. But you have to really evaluate and see that situation for yourself, which is why I'm going to say go check out the random love career reading, and definitely also go check out the weekend read when it goes up, because this situation definitely continues. Definitely continues throughout that. Ooh, Graveyard. That is exactly what we needed. Exactly what I assumed was coming out. Graveyard. Unnecessary fear. So, pull this card and know that you fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps and that you will act upon them. So, thank you guys so much for all of your support. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share if you enjoyed it. Hit that wiggly bell to have you notified whenever I go live or post up any of my readings. Do check out your monthlies, that Taurus full moon video, and definitely the random one. Definitely check that one out. Oh my gosh. Have a wonderful and blessed day, guys. Namaste.